Falcons and Eagles made a move. Both teams swapped picks, 4th and 6th round. But here's the key part. Atlanta also gets Sidney Brown. This is more than picks. It's about adding talent. Eagles gain flexibility. Falcons add a defensive piece. Smart move from both sides. Different goals, same trade. Now the question is, who wins this deal? Stay tuned. In the NFL, not every trade arrives with immediate headlines or blockbuster reactions, but some deals carry quiet significance that unfolds over time. The recent agreement between the Atlanta Falcons and the Philadelphia Eagles is one of those moves. On the surface, it looks like a simple exchange of mid-round draft picks, but a deeper look reveals layers of strategy, roster planning, and long-term vision shaping both franchises in different ways. The Falcons and Eagles agreed to swap 4th and 6th round selections, with Atlanta also acquiring safety Sidney Brown as part of the deal. Philadelphia receives picks 114 and 197, while Atlanta takes picks 122 and 215 along with Brown. While the numbers may seem close, the true value of this trade lies in how each organization views its current roster and future direction. For Atlanta, this move signals a clear intention to strengthen their defensive unit with a player who already has NFL experience. Sidney Brown is not just a depth addition. He represents a controllable asset who can contribute immediately while still having room to grow. In a league where defensive versatility is increasingly important, having a player who can adapt to multiple roles in the secondary adds a layer of flexibility that cannot always be found in a rookie. Brown's presence gives the Atlanta Falcons an opportunity to experiment with different defensive packages. Whether it is rotating in sub-packages, improving coverage depth, or adding physicality in key situations, his addition provides options. Teams often look for players who can step in without requiring a long adjustment period, and Brown fits that profile. This is especially important for a team that is looking to take a step forward and compete more consistently. From a strategic standpoint, the Atlanta decision reflects a balance between present needs and future planning. Instead of relying solely on draft selections to develop talent, they are choosing to bring in a player who has already experienced the speed and complexity of the NFL. This reduces uncertainty and allows the coaching staff to maximize his strengths rather than starting from scratch. On the other side, the Eagles approach this trade from a different perspective. Philadelphia has built a reputation for valuing draft capital and maintaining flexibility. By adjusting their positions in the 4th and 6th rounds, they create more opportunities to target specific players who fit their system. Draft positioning can often be the difference between securing a desired prospect or missing out entirely, and small shifts like these can have a significant impact on how a team's draft board unfolds. The Eagles are also demonstrating confidence in their current roster depth. Moving on from a player like Sidney Brown suggests that they believe they have enough talent in that position group, or that they have a plan to address it through other means. This is the kind of decision that reflects organizational stability, where moves are made not out of necessity, but out of calculated planning. Looking ahead to the upcoming draft, both teams will benefit from the flexibility created by this trade. Atlanta gains a player who can contribute immediately while still holding multiple picks to continue building their roster. Philadelphia, meanwhile, positions itself to be more precise in its draft selections, potentially targeting players who can fill specific roles within its system. From a game projection standpoint, the impact of this trade may not be immediately visible in headlines, but it could become clear as the season progresses. If Brown integrates well into Atlanta's defensive scheme, his presence could help stabilize the secondary and contribute to more consistent performances. Defensive cohesion often depends on communication and trust, and adding a player with experience can accelerate that process. For the Eagles, the benefits will likely emerge during the draft and beyond. The ability to maneuver within the draft order allows them to adapt to how the board develops, increasing the chances of landing players who align with their long-term vision. Teams that consistently manage their draft capital effectively often build deeper and more sustainable rosters over time. Fan reactions to trades like this are often mixed. Some may see it as a minor adjustment, while others recognize the strategic depth behind the move. Falcons fans may feel encouraged by the addition of a proven player, seeing it as a step towards strengthening the defense. Eagles fans, on the other hand, may view this as another example of smart roster management, trusting the front office to maximize value through the draft. There is also a broader narrative at play. In today's NFL, success is not just about star players or big signings. It's about depth, adaptability, and making the right decisions at the right time. Trades like this reflect the ongoing effort to refine a roster, to find marginal gains that can make a difference over the course of a long season. Ultimately, this deal represents two teams operating with different priorities, but a shared understanding of how to build effectively. Atlanta is adding a piece it believes can contribute now,